across the land, joepags.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, all right there. Also Newsmax TV. It's the Joe Pags Show. Glad to have you here. Really glad to have back Dr. Jerome Corsi, who we've had on several times now, but also a name that has been very prominent in the news lately. Doctor, how are you?
I'm great, Joe. It's really a pleasure to be back with you. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to see you. It's a pleasure to hear you. I did not expect ever, Doctor, that I would hear your name in connection with the Mueller investigation, in connection with WikiLeaks, in connection with John Podesta being an idiot with his email address, or the DNC email being hacked. Did you see this coming? Did you see this coming down the line way before we did?
Well, only in that Mueller was asking a lot of questions about me, and I had, met Roger Stone in February 2016 and worked with him. And it turns out I had sent a series of emails in July and August 2016.
Okay.
It was our 25th wedding anniversary. I took Monica, my wife, and family to Italy.
Congrats.
And in that trip, I kind of figured out that Assange still had Podesta's emails to drop. And I was telling Roger and other people, and it was those emails that convinced the special prosecutor that, of all the people in the world, Jerome Corsi was going to be the linchpin in the Russian collusion case, because, here it was their idea, this predetermined prosecutorial determination to impeach Donald Trump. They said, okay, Roger Stone, and then through Jerome Corsi, who knew in advance that Assange was going to have Podesta's emails, so he had to have knowledge from Podesta, from Assange. So it goes Roger Stone, Jerome Corsi to Assange, and then you go back from Roger Stone to Steve Bannon, campaign manager, to Donald Trump, and now you got Russian collusion. The only problem is I never met Julian Assange. I don't know him. I don't know anybody at WikiLeaks. I've never emailed any of them, including Assange. I've never done any instant messages or any other form of communication. I don't know anybody who connected me to Assange.
Right.
I just figured this out. I connected the dots, and the special prosecutor refused to believe it. I mean, this was 40 hours of this KGB Gestapo-like inquisition over 2 months, 6 sessions. They blow it all up. They're going to throw me in prison. Next, we'll talk to your lawyer about a plea deal, and we're going to send you to prison.
Wow. It's Dr. Jerome Corsi. The name of the book is Silent No More. You've got to go get this. It really does outline what he's going through. So if I'm hearing you right, because those who are watching and listening, I don't think have a really good grip of what this whole this hacking the email scandal is. The DNC was hacked somehow. I don't know who did it, but the emails are out there. And by the way, nobody's ever said any of the emails are false. If the emails being leaked helped Donald Trump win and Hillary Clinton lose, it's because the DNC sucks and they did a horrible job in what they were doing as this woman was campaigning for president. Having said that, Podesta's emails, he was phished, PHISHED. Somebody sent him an email asking for him to put in his password, or they figured out his password was password or something stupid, and his emails are all out there. And again, they're all above reproach. They're all real emails, and they really said what they really said. I just don't understand why you're involved. Somebody, the FBI or the NSA or somebody, they captured an email between you and Roger Stone where you deduced that WikiLeaks would be releasing more of John Podesta's emails. That's really it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm sure I was under massive surveillance. This is political. They hate me for the books I've written.
Right.
Going back to, Unfit for Command with John O'Neill co-authored it, and against John Kerry. I've written 20 books since 2004. 7 of them have been New York Times bestsellers, 2 number 1. Wrote the books on Obama, Obama Nation. My current book, which is a Newsmax book, which is killing the deep state. Yeah. And so my attorney said, look in your rear view mirror. There's a lot of corpses of Democrats behind you, and they want to get you. And
Doctor, you think this was the one opportunity? We have him because of this email.
Yeah, I mean, this was it. I mean, I'm positive. I filed a criminal complaint. I'm fighting back with these guys. I refuse to take their lying, I think, criminal plea deal, which would have required me to plead before a judge and God that, I knowingly and willfully gave them false information, which I knew to be false, in order to deceive the special prosecutor. I didn't do that. I had memory lapses. I forgot some emails, and they spring on you and say, aha, we got you now. Well, I amended that testimony, but yet when they wanted me to do this one plea, They went to the mistake I made on the first day rather than the amended testimony.
Well, Doctor, that's usually what they end up getting you on, right? And I don't mean you in general. They get you for lying. It's the same thing with General Flynn. They have no evidence against him, no evidence he colluded with anybody, no evidence he did anything wrong, except you lied to the FBI, even though the two FBI agents both said, we don't think Flynn is lying to us.
I didn't lie.
Right.
See, that's the point, is I had a lousy memory. I told him I can't remember my 2016 emails. I can't remember. I'm not a human tape recorder. You can't punch a button.
Right.
You know, and then I replay back a conversation for you in 2016. They have everything. I've been under electronic surveillance. We filed a $350 million federal lawsuit against these guys, and alleging I've been under electronic surveillance illegally for a long time. I think the whole population better wake up and realize they're recording everything. They're recording this right now, Joe. You're under surveillance right now. They'll be listening to this broadcast to see if I say anything that allows them to prosecute me. They're scrutinizing. They're knocking on the door of my stepson. He's 43 years old. They're saying, are you Jerry Corsi's IT expert? Did you wipe clean a computer with him? Andrew's laughing at him. He says, I got 2 German Shepherds in here. They can taste FBI, so you guys can't come in the house.
It's Dr. Jerome Corsi. I want to reset who you are, and the name of the new book is Silent No More. People can electronically download it right now, can't they?
Yes, in fact, it's available right now on Amazon, Silent No More. And if you don't have a Kindle, you can. They'll give you a free Kindle reader, so you don't have to have a Kindle to read this book. And we'll have the audio book out in about 3 weeks or maybe less. And I warn people, the ebook has some errors in it. We didn't get the dates all right. I wrote it so fast, and we got it into print so fast that it's a compelling read because it's me going through it day by day, and you get to see what this horror show Inquisition. You know, I'm in a closed room in Washington D.C., an unmarked FBI building, and there's 3 of the special prosecutors and 6 of the FBI, 9 of them across a conference table with me and my attorney, David Gray. And they question you for hours and hours and hours. And they get mad at you. They got to throw you in prison. They all walk out of the room. They called David Gray in there to counsel with them and reprimand him. And, you know, all the time, I'm just trying to we won't tell you. Well, can I see some of it? No. You have to remember it all. When we ask you questions, if we get them wrong, we'll pull out an email from 2 years ago. Now we say, you're lying. I say, I'm not lying. I don't have a perfect memory. That's all. I can't remember those emails.
When the FBI was pushing for you to take a plea deal, what was the or else? They said, you do this plea deal or else you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life. I mean, what was the punishment?
Well, see, they were going to indict me. Who knows what they'd indict me? They figured I'd done, a bunch of charges. My attorney said they're going to charge you with enough. I'm 72 years old. And see, the thing is, I don't make a big point of it, Joe, but I mean, I'm religious. You know, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I'm not standing before a federal judge and swearing to God on a Bible that I knowingly and willfully, deceived the FBI by giving them false information. I didn't do that. And I'm not going to plead that. They wanted me to plead that lie in order to save my hide from going to jail. 1 year in jail might kill me at 72. I said, look, put me in jail. I'm not, my mission here is not exactly an earthly mission. I'm going to be here a short period of time. We all are. And I'm not going to lie before God in order to save myself from going. Put me in prison. I'll rot there. Let the country know the kind of criminals that are running our political criminals are running our criminal justice system. The Department of Justice is in the hands of political hacks who are acting criminally.
I'm glad you stood up for yourself. It's Dr. Jerome Corsi. Get his new book downloaded on Amazon. It's called Silent No More. Go and get that. It's very, very important. It's exactly what he's going through right now in this investigation and in this attempt to force a plea deal on him. There was a recent study, I don't know if it was Newsweek or Time or some left-wing organization, put out a poll that said more than 50% of Americans now believe the president somehow colluded with Russia. And I don't believe the poll, but let's assume the poll is true, Doctor. They would only believe that, 50% of the people polled, because the media has been pushing this down our throats now for 2.5 years. So the media makes up the story, gins up the lies, forces it upon the consumers. The consumer eventually believes the lie because you say it enough times, and then they get to try to indict people like you. Am I reading this right?
That's right. Now it's in the criminal justice system.
Wow.
And Mueller, with $30 million or however much he spent on his luxury hotels and big salaries. I mean, look, this is now we're into this is like thought police in the George Orwell. I mean, and it's a horror show. I mean, first of all, the Russian collusion isn't even a crime. Alan Dershowitz points this out all the time. The law professor, the emeritus from Harvard, is right. And I was going to be the big linchpin witness. I was the one who was in. They say, "Oh, we got these emails, so we know you must be in touch with Julian Assange." No, I don't know Julian Assange. Never communicated with him. They couldn't find any communication that I had with Assange. They couldn't find any third party. They questioned about everything in my background. And now, because I wouldn't lie to give them what they want, blew up their Russian collusion case against Roger Stone.
Right.
Whole thing, Roger Stone, Julian Assange, Roger Stone, Julian Assange for, 40 hours. We're going to go through this horror show. I said, I can't give it to you. So now I'm going to go to prison. That's what they say. And the point is, this is all a hoax. It's a joke. And Julian Assange says that Russia didn't steal the emails. Why don't we go get Julian Assange? The best evidence is that DNC email server. The DNC, Democratic National Committee, won't let anybody see that server. Right. We don't have the initial premise of the Russian collusion has not been proved.
It's easier to find a scapegoat like you, but again, thank God you stood up for yourself. I've got less than a minute left, Doctor, and I always appreciate you. Silent No More is the name of the ebook. Go download it at Amazon right now. Last question has to be: where are things for you right now? Can you still be indicted? Do you still face prison?
Sure. They're going to indict me on Christmas Day, for all I know. I have to say, is Dad going to go to the prison on Christmas Day? Maybe. They could do it. They don't tell you what they're going to do. They threw us out and said, we'll take it from here. Look, it also bankrupts you. I'm trying to raise some money on CorsiNation.com. I've got a legal defense fund. I'm asking people to pray for me. That's the most important. And if you can donate, it's really important, because I'm also telling everybody we're not going to lose the house. We're going to do what we need to do to fight this, and we're going to win with the help of God and the prayers of everybody who's listening today. And I want to thank you, Joe, for this opportunity again to be with you.
Oh, absolutely.
At a time when I'm really fighting for my life.
And we want to help you with that fight. CorsiNation.com. Go there. Go download the book, Silent No More, at Amazon.com. It's Dr. Jerome Corsi. Doctor, let's stay in touch. Let's talk again very soon.
God bless you, Joe. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you. Back after this on the Joe Pag Show. Stay right here.